Ladies and gentlemen, Vince here. I tried out 3 new reward apps today. Let me share my experience with them. I hope you enjoy. The first application is called Winno, and this is what Winno looks like when you first launch it up. Top of the screen, you have your account balance and your goal. Underneath that, you have the actual areas where you can generate the coin, such as a games and surveys area. And under the more area, they simply just have some little mini games that you can play. So jumping straight to the withdraw area, Winno runs on a coin-based currency system. You can see I have 2018 coins, and here in Australia, I have either the PayPal withdraw option, no gift cards, but 2 game options, including PUBG and Free Fire. So it seems the highest it will actually go to in one single time is $5, but the minimum is 1 single USD for 11,240 of the coins, at least here in Australia. And of course, that's for PayPal currency. Again, I can't really speak on your behalf or in your country, but this is just what I have here in Australia, okay? For PUBG, it's 11,240 coins as well. And for Free Fire, it's 12,320 coins. Just in case we have anyone that actually plays these games. So thankfully, Winno actually does have a playtime reward system, which I'm sure you guys understand how these systems work by now, okay? And I can say, at least here in Australia, the rates are pretty average to below average. It's sad, everyone, because I feel like playtime rewards prices have really dropped. They're actually running a promotion right now for 2 times the coins, funny enough. Like this train miner one here will give me almost $6 every one if I complete it. Again, just remember, it's all completely based on your own country, all right? And without that promotion, the outcome would actually be half of that, like $2.50 or so. For today's video, though, I did play the game Ball Sort Puzzle and generated $1 worth of currency. The one big positive about Winno is that it actually does have a games option, so that is nice to see for people that don't like survey. Winno actually does have a pretty cool little challenge area where they'll give you tasks, and if you complete the task, they'll give you some coins in return. Like this challenge here is to watch a video and generate 500 coins, which that's just an ad. Now, I only have Prime Surveys as a survey provider, and interesting enough, Prime Surveys is also running a promotion for double the coins. So a $1 survey will go to $2, as you can see here, and so on. If you're going to complete surveys, you definitely want to do it during the promotion. So Winno's really not too bad from what I'm seeing here, thanks to the promotion. But without it, it's very standard in my opinion. Either way, everyone, I withdrew $1 worth of PayPal currency, and I did receive it within 24 hours. So at least right now, at the time of this recording, Winno did actually come through. While it's not like a groundbreaking release, at least it is there. And now you know about it. Let's move on. Next up, we have Will Reward, and this is what it looks like when you first launch it up. Top of the screen, we have our coin-based currency, our gem-based currency, a 3-hour timer, and our supposed PayPal currency. And there's a pop-up. So essentially every 60 seconds or so an ad's going to appear, so just get ready for that. Anyway, the whole concept of this game, everyone, is essentially just to spin the wheel and make your progress throughout the board. Here you can see we have a little character on the board right now. If I tap the spin button, it's going to land on the number of moves. And there we go. Now, you can imagine that essentially on repeat, okay? There may be some mini games in between, but that's really all there is to it. Like here again, you can see it's taken us to a whole new area, but the concept is still the same. Just keep on spinning that board. The whole goal is just to get as many gems as possible. Here's a lucky card system as well. Let's see what we get. There's another pop-up. Now after that pop-up, we get greeted with another pop-up, and this is probably the main area you're going to see all the time. You see, not only can you generate the in-game coins, which in my opinion are useless, but then you can get the gems as well, but you will have to watch an advertisement to actually multiply it. So let's do that now. The one biggest problem I have is that you actually can't skip ads no matter what. So even if you don't want to multiply it, it's still going to play an ad anyway. All right, let's see what we get. And it's ×2. So everyone, the real question is, how did it go for the review? Well, I started my test off with 3 hours on the timer. I played for 1 hour and 10 minutes or so and generated 13,511 gems. After that timer ran out, I was left with 14 cents worth of USD, which is actually some of the highest we've seen for an app like this. And mind you, that's not saying much by any means, okay? Realistically, that's extremely low for the time needed, but for an app like this, not too bad. So everyone, I am happy to say that yes, I did withdraw the 14 cents, and it did actually arrive to my account within about 5 minutes or so. But again, that's just me here in Australia. I'm actually not a fan at all of the intrusive ad system. It's very annoying, but at least now you know about it. So that's my review on Will Reward. Let's move on to the next app. I did want to say, if you guys enjoy what I do here on YouTube every single week, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you all so much for the amazing support throughout the year. If my voice sounds a bit weird, it's because my microphone broke and I'm using another one, plus I've been sick recently. So yeah, just a whole bunch of mess happening towards the end of the year. Next up, we have Gemsloot. So everyone, Gemsloot has hit the Google Play Store here in Australia, and I figured for today's video, we'll try and see what it's all about, and is it really any good? So upon signing in, this is what the actual main screen looks like. Gemsloot actually runs tournaments for the top earners to actually earn extra rewards. Of course, the whole concept is you have to place high on the leaderboard, obviously. For instance, they had a Torox tournament, and here's the actual participant leaderboard where you can see what people earned, how many offers they completed, and the prize they got in return for their efforts. And that's just one little bonus. I feel like the bulk of Gemsloot is their offer wall variety. At least here in Australia, they have many providers available. Like, if you have a look here, everyone, we have so many choices to go through in order to try and generate our revenue through. Now, tapping the earn button will take you to the offers area. And in my country, I have 1,276 offers available. And looking at the prices that are available here, you can see that they're actually very high, everyone. Again, not the highest we've ever seen, but definitely very solid in my opinion, at least here in my country. Now, of course, these offers are going to be extremely difficult. Do not get it twisted, like other people may say out there. Generally, you're going to have to devote a lot of time to completing these offers, all right? That's why they have that high threshold of reward. Taking a look at their cash out options. Again, everyone, we have many options available. Of course, we have cryptocurrency, we have PayPal, virtual Visa card, MasterCard, a whole bunch of gaming offers, as well as gift card opportunities. Very nice selection on Gemsloot. Each of them's of course going to have their own minimum as well, and again, Australia has their own minimum. Like for instance with PayPal, it is $3 worth of currency, everyone, with a 5% fee for the transaction. Whereas with Amazon, it is $1.42 worth of currency minimum. Again, just showcasing their different withdrawal options, completely different minimum. So for today's review, everyone, I wanted to go through and try and complete a gaming offer to make sure the callbacks actually work and they give you what you're credited, because a lot of these get paid to platforms really do not have good tracking. And what tracking means is essentially when you start a gaming offer off and you complete it, you want it to actually register on the platform you're using. The way I was able to properly test that was with a playtime rewards option. And at least Gemsloot breaks it down to a pure currency base here, everyone, instead of a coin-based system. They can actually see what you're going to get if you go through and complete the gaming offer. So again, pretty average prices all in all, nothing too serious there, everyone. I managed to generate 81 cents with Lords Mobile and 42 cents with Amazon. Now, there is actually a survey area on Gemsloot, and depending on if you actually like completing surveys or not, this could be a really good area for you. In fact, I do like completing surveys, but they're very boring, so it's only certain days I like to actually sit through and do them. Looking at the prices here though, with the Your Surveys provider, we have the option from 30 cents all the way up to $2 surveys, everyone. With Prime Surveys and their promotion, almost $3 surveys maximum there, guys. That is so good. And as you can see, $1.50, how good is that? Even CPX Research is capped off at around $1.05 with many surveys available. Just remember, those surveys are so temperamental. You get disqualified, they glitch out, just be prepared. So you're probably wondering, okay, how did the actual withdrawal experience go? Well, everyone, going through here and checking out my actual history, you can see that I smashed out the Playtime Rewards offers, as well as a survey to actually allow me to withdraw the $3.11 worth of PayPal currency. And yes, everyone, I am very happy to say, within about 30 minutes, I received currency. So Gemsloot did come through, at least this time for me. Now look, does that mean it's going to be worth it for everyone? More than likely not, especially if you're in a country where offers don't really pay too much anyway. But at least now you actually know about it in case you didn't, alright? So at the end of the day, that's all I can really show you. You can do whatever you want with the information, but that's my review with Gemsloot. Check out the channel for almost 1,000 reviews. If I don't speak to you before Christmas, Merry Christmas. See you next time.